Consistency is often called the secret ingredient of success, but very few people truly practice it. We love the idea of big breakthroughs, sudden transformations, and overnight success stories. But real growth is not built in a single day. It is built in small steps, repeated daily, with patience. Think of a seed planted in the ground. At first, it looks like nothing is happening, no change, no progress, just stillness. But under the soil, roots are growing, strengthening, preparing for the breakthrough. This is how consistency works in life. Your efforts may not show instant results, and you may feel discouraged. But every repetition, every small step, every daily action builds invisible strength. Success is not about intensity, it is about continuity. Doing something once with energy feels powerful, but it fades quickly. Doing something every day, even if small, creates momentum that cannot be stopped. David Goggins calls this callousing the mind. By facing challenges daily, you create mental toughness brick by brick. Every repetition makes you stronger, and your limits begin to expand. Now, let's connect this with learning English. Many people try to study English for long hours in one sitting and then give up. But the truth is, 15 minutes daily practice is far more effective than 5 hours once a week. Consistency in language learning rewires your brain. The more often you expose yourself to new words, phrases, and sentences, the faster they stick. It is not about memorizing overnight, it is about building daily habits of exposure. Here's a motivational truth. Success doesn't reward talent, it rewards discipline. You may not be the smartest or the fastest, but if you stay consistent, you win. Because consistency beats intensity, and discipline beats motivation. Let's take a simple example. Imagine two friends start running. One runs 10 miles in one day, but then stops for a week while the other runs 1 mile every day. Who will be stronger after a month? The one who chose daily discipline over random bursts of effort. This is the law of consistency, and it applies to fitness, learning, and even relationships. In English learning, consistency creates fluency. Reading one page daily is better than reading a whole book once a month. Listening to short conversations daily is better than watching one long lecture and forgetting it. Now, here's a phrase that connects motivation and English learning. Step by step. In life, success is step by step, not leap by leap. In English, fluency is step by step, not overnight magic. So remember this, if you want success, don't chase perfection, chase consistency. Because consistency is not about doing it perfectly, it is about not giving up. Even imperfect action, when repeated, creates extraordinary results over time. Consistency matters because it transforms small actions into unstoppable progress. Think of water dripping on a stone. One drop does nothing, but thousands of drops can carve through rock. This is how habits shape your destiny. Every action you repeat creates a pattern in your brain. These patterns slowly turn into your identity and define who you become. James Clear explains this beautifully in Atomic Habits. He says that every time you repeat a small action, you cast a vote for the type of person you want to be. One study session makes you a learner, one workout makes you an athlete, and one prayer makes you spiritual. But here's the real key. It is not the single vote that changes you. It is the collection of thousands of small votes that builds your identity. That is why consistency matters more than intensity. When you practice English daily, even for a short time, you are voting for yourself as a fluent speaker. You may not notice the change instantly, but your brain is learning. Repetition rewires your memory, strengthens recall, and improves your confidence. Now let's connect this with motivation. Motivation feels good, but it fades quickly like morning dew under the sun. Discipline and consistency, however, last longer because they do not depend on mood. Imagine waking up tired, unmotivated, and lazy. If you depend on motivation, you will quit easily. But if you have built consistency, you will still show up and do the work. This is the difference between amateurs and professionals. Amateurs wait for inspiration. Professionals stick to routines. Consistency turns ordinary people into extraordinary performers. In English learning, consistency means showing up every single day. It can be as simple as reading one paragraph, learning one phrase, or speaking for 5 minutes. These small steps, when added together, create long-lasting fluency. Here's another phrase for you. Little by little. Success is achieved little by little, not in one big leap. Fluency is achieved little by little, not in a single lesson. Consistency also builds trust. When you stay consistent, people around you start to rely on you. They see you as dependable, strong, and disciplined. And this respect is priceless. Even in your personal growth, consistency builds self-trust. Every day you keep a promise to yourself, your confidence grows. You begin to believe in your own strength because your actions prove it. So if you truly want success, don't wait for luck or sudden breakthroughs. Don't keep chasing new shortcuts or miracle methods. Instead, choose one path, stick to it, and walk it consistently. The power of consistency is that it compounds. Like money in a savings account, your small efforts grow with time. So take this lesson today. Never underestimate the power of small, consistent steps. In life, in English learning, in health, and in every dream you chase. Because consistency is the bridge between where you are now and where you want to be.